What would you do if your nation was attacked without warning? How would a single morning change the course of global history forever? Could one decision reshape the destiny of millions across the world? On the morning of December 7, 1941, the United States awoke to news that would transform its role in the world forever.
The surprise attack on Pearl Harbor by the Imperial Japanese Navy was not just an act of war forever. It was a turning point in human history.
Before that day, America had largely remained neutral, watching the flames of World War II burn across Europe and Asia from a distance.
In Asia, Japan had been expanding aggressively, invading China and seeking control of the Pacific.
The global balance of power was shifting rapidly.
Despite these developments, the United States remained officially neutral.
The scars of World War I were still fresh, and many Americans believed that foreign wars should not involve American lives.
Congress had passed neutrality acts in the 1930s to prevent the nation from being dragged into another global conflict.
However, President Roosevelt understood that complete isolation was impossible.
While America was not yet at war, it was quietly supporting the Allies through programs like Lend-Lease, supplying Britain and other.
The shock was immediate and overwhelming.
News spread rapidly across the nation.
He declared, "Yes, December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy for me."
He asked Congress to declare war on Japan, and within hours, Congress approved the request almost unanimously.
This speech did more than announce war. It united the American people.
Political disagreements faded in the face of a common enemy.
America was now fully committed to the fight.
The attack on Pearl Harbor marked the end of American isolationism and the beginning of its rise as a global superpower. He supported the creation of the United Nations, an organization designed to prevent future global conflicts and promote cooperation among nations.
While the war brought unity and purpose to the United States, it also exposed deep moral challenges. At the same time, the war effort opened doors for progress.
In Europe, Allied forces defeated Nazi Germany in May 1945.
In the Pacific, Japan continued to fight.
The conflict ended only after the United States dropped atomic bombs on the cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in August 1945.
These bombings caused unprecedented destruction and loss of life, forcing Japan to surrender.
Over 60 million people had died. Yet from this devastation emerged a new global order, shaped in large part by America's role.
Institutions like the United Nations provided platforms for cooperation and conflict resolution.
The Cold War soon followed, but America's global presence remained strong.
Domestically, the war reshaped American society. The middle class expanded.
Education increased through programs like the GI Bill.
This speech did more than announce war. It united the American people.
The nation became known as the arsenal of democracy, supplying not only its own military, but also its allies across the world.
In a carefully planned surprise attack, Japanese forces struck the U.S. Pacific Fleet.
On Sunday morning, December 7, 1941, the skies over Pearl Harbor, Hawaii, filled with enemy aircraft.
The Pacific Fleet, a symbol of American naval power, lay in ruins.
The attack lasted less than 2 hours, but its impact would last for generations.
The very next day, on December 8, 1941, President Roosevelt addressed Congress.
Women entered the workforce in unprecedented numbers, symbolized by figures like Rosie the Riveter.
After that day, neutrality vanished.
The global balance of power was shifting rapidly.
France hat fallen.
In Asia, Japan had been expanding aggressively, invading China and seeking control of the Pacific. In Europe, Nazi Germany, under Adolf Hitler, had conquered large portions of the continent.
Despite these developments, the United States remained officially neutral.
Of World War I were still fresh, and many Americans believed that foreign wars should not involve American lives.